Alright guys, and I am back at it. And I just can't help it, but here it is. This is introducing my brand new to me Golf R32. And here we are back in Volkswagen. So let's go ahead and just do a quick walk around of the whole state of the vehicle. And yeah, I'm excited. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so here we have it. I'm gonna try to make this quick because I have to rush home and the business is starting soon. But we are right here barring the front of Streets Road Volkswagen in Cleveland, Ohio. Right here is a 2008 Golf R32, and when I say Golf R32, I feel weird saying it because I've owned Golf Rs my whole life. This is actually my dream vehicle back in 2007, back in my college days when I saw this, had a family dinner, went for a walk after dinner to the local VW dealership, which is right across, and I saw the deep blue metallic color, the trademark signature Golf R32 colors, right? And again, went from the deep blue metallic to the rising blue to the lapis blue, but unfortunately I couldn't do a three-peat. This is a United Gray color. There should be 2,000, don't quote me, but around 2,000 made of this out of 5,000. The most common was the blue, of course. Then you had the white, and then you had the red, which is the most rare. But here we go. I'm gonna do a quick walk around in terms of condition. Everything is very familiar, but overall, the paint quality is great. It is garage kept. A previous owner, he was older, and when you hear all these stories about, oh, this lady had this S2000, so forth, I had this X car, she drove it hardly, and I was lucky enough to pick it up. Well, this is exactly, I can't believe my luck, because yeah, he garage kept it, washed it so many times, washed it frequently, kept it really nice. It's smooth, no grits besides the bugs I picked up along the way. So all I have to do is go home, clean it up, rinse it off, throw on a nice coat of wax. I don't think I'm gonna ceramic coat it. It's still a daily driver. I don't want to put that much money into this vehicle. I had it for a pretty good price, I must say. In my opinion, I had a pretty good price. But looking back, if it's a 2008 16-year-old car, it wouldn't be a good price to pay for an older car like this. But compared to the other conditions of the car, how it is versus my overall search, this is a really good price. And I've been searching. I wanted a daily driver. I didn't really care about the high mileage, but as I looked into it, the more I dug myself into a deeper hole. I wanted to just find the best one I could find. And I found him. So here it is again. I have a couple notes here. I just don't want to miss anything, but he kept everything pristine. Like I said, the paint, but also service-wise, he gave me a whole stack of service records and modification receipts and everything. So let's start off with everything here. He did the oil changes. He did the DSG, the Haldex flush, everything that you could think of very recently. So I have it. It's a clean Carfax, 3-owner car, including myself. So he was the second owner. And let's start off with the modifications. As you can see here, I don't have the OEM Ammonite wheels because he replaced it with the Pretorias. Pretorias are nice and one of my favorite OEM wheels, and I had it in the Mark 7 Golf R, and here it is. These are 18 inches, a little bit more media tires, 225, 40, 18. So these are 18s versus 19s, in better shape than mine because these are new actually. And he drilled and slotted rotors. The calipers are painted blue from factory. All right, he has some HKS brake pads. Everything has been changed up. He has some stainless steel brake lines that he gave to me. He never had the time to go ahead and have them installed. For some things he did DIY, the other stuff he actually had shop receipts to prove it. Brand new windshield. So that's another thing that I like, because for that much of an old car, and especially in the S2000 days, the windshield was very just hazy, full of rock chips and everything. So again, let's just do a quick walk around again, one more walk around, and just pop the hood, because even in the engine bay, it's clean. He had kept everything clean. He told me recently someone clipped his mirror, and he didn't like that there was like a chip here. He included the OEM mirror housing, but he went aftermarket with this matte black and also sequential smoked out tail blinker lights. And what else did I miss going from here? Suspension wise, he has Bilstein dampers and VWR springs, so it is lowered just to a decent height. Hopefully it clears the New York City roads, but the Chicago roads weren't really that much better. So it drove fine. I liked it. It's really quiet inside, very insulated. All you hear is the engine versus the Sienna. Don't forget, I've been driving the Sienna for the past year and a half, and that is why I miss going. I want it back, and I wanted something with sound, acoustic-wise, very nice. So here it is. Again, let's see, VWR springs, yes, Pretorius, windshield condition, everything I touched up on. Right now we're gonna go ahead and do the interior, but what I want to do is, again, this car was not modified too, so nothing shaved off. I really wanted stock, you know, so nothing in terms of a shaved hatchback. Let's see if I remember to do this. Yep. He had all the struts replaced, the rear strut, this strut right here, replaced. Here it is. This is also, I'm getting ahead of myself, but here is the engine bay, very clean, nothing dusty about it. He just kept everything clean. One aftermarket performance mod that he did. No ECU tune, no TCU tune, but an aftermarket intake. This is actually a very pricey intake, but AFE uses the stock, I think the stock airbox and also the stock intake funnel, right? But it has an aftermarket cone and a bigger, wider coupling, right? So he also ordered these from ECS. He showed me the coolant cap, washer cap. All these are metallic, so very nice. All these little modifications that he did, I know were expensive. He just gave everything. He didn't bother parting out. He didn't have time. So basically everything was included in the sale. All right, so I'm gonna let the engine bay kind of cool off while I go into the car. And again, this is out of 5,000. So my Golf R, my new to me Golf R32, I mean, is 3,348 out of 5,000. So this is should be the later production vehicles, since it's almost close to 5,000. So there were 5,000 made for the year 2008. It was a every 4-year run. 2004 was a Mark IV, 2008 was a Mark V, 2012 to 2013 was a Mark VI, and after that it was the 2015 Mark VII Golf R, and now we have the Mark VIII Golf R for 2022, right, or 2023. So in the midst of having the Mark VIII Golf R being introduced really quick, really soon, now it's in a few weeks, June 26th, I believe, they're going to go ahead and release some details about the Mark 8.5 with the brand new facelift. Here I am with the older Mark 5, right, generation. But the previous owner also ordered these things, the mirror, the metal caps for the recline feature. He also included this tidbit that I had in the Mark 6. All these are very nicely done. All right, lockable glove box is back in it. We're back with this one. I missed it dearly in the Mark 7. These carbon fiber silver trim really reminds me of the Mark 6's. 2-door again. Overall, the interior is very nice. No cracking of the leather. I'm going to keep it that way. The Autobahn seats here are very nice condition for a 08. Again, Harley sat in the back. He had family, but he used another car for family. And these again are just the same thing as the Mark 6 seats, but compared to the Mark 7, we finally have an R embossed in our seats again. I think these might be tinted moonroof. Well, we have the moonroof back. Actually, not back. I never had a moonroof in my Golf Rs. The Mark 6 had an option with the navigation package, but I had the base Mark 6, and the Mark 7 never came with it. So this is kind of the best of both worlds. Downgrading, but I have everything. Manual key. I miss Kessie. I still think that I could unlock just touching the handle, but nope. So I gotta remember to lock the car. DSG versus the DQ. I forgot the name, the code name. But in the Mark 7 and the Mark 7.5s, Mark 7 halves, the Mark 7 had the 6-speed DSG. This one is also 6-speed. It upshifts just as fast, but downshifting, it needs a little bit more work and a little bit more refinement. And of course, we all know that in the Mark 7 days, it's now one of the best DSG gearboxes that is offered in any type of production vehicle. So what I want to go ahead and just talk about is also this. This is, I'm glad I'm back with this type of steering wheel. The flat bottom, beefier, perforated sides, just overall patina set in. So it's very smooth and everything, but no cracking. A little bit more of a used condition on this side driver's seat, but no cracking whatsoever. No scuffing here whatsoever. Well, actually a little bit of scuffing here, right? But that is fine. I do have the seat covers here. Not sure if I should throw them back on. Auto headlights. There's a European cubby here that he installed aftermarket, which is nice. I had this in my Mark 7, so very nice to have. Two-door, again, like I said, two-door window switches. I like this design because I like the flat armrest handle versus the Mark 7s, where you have to do this in terms of fine-tuning the mirror switches, the mirror settings. We have an aftermarket dead pedal from ECS. They told me to complete the whole stainless steel look. Very nice. I like it. And yeah, just overall, I'm not really going to show you the rear seats, but this is so familiar with the Mark 6 days. I have a whole trunk full of stuff that he included for me with the sale. So right here, I think there's an option to do the Euro cubby, center console, sliding center console. From a Mark 6 days, everything else. No Bluetooth. Head unit is a navigation unit that is very, very, very dated. But this one only came with one option, which is one package, which is the navigation and also center armrest with the 30-pin iPod adapter right here that he also wanted to give me. But it was like one of those classic hard drive ones. And I said, those might be worth a lot of money one day, maybe not, but you keep that. And also it has the ratcheting armrests right here, sliding as well. So I like that. So very familiar. I'm very familiar with these Mark 6 interiors, or I mean Golf interiors. But I'm gonna go ahead and just probably, I'm not sure if the mic is picking up, but I'm gonna probably switch up the head units to a more recent one with Bluetooth. Dual zone climate control, all that, heated seats, and I think that's about it. What else am I missing? I think I'm gonna just finish it off because I have to go. It came with 87,900 and change. I put since then over 88. Probably by the time I get home, it's going to be 89K. Really, considering the miles that you put into this, and considering it's a 16-year-old car, the first and second driver owner put about, on average, 5,000 miles each year. So if you think about that, it's really not that much. So again, I'm really happy with it. In regards to everything else he did an aftermarket JL Stealth subwoofer box right here, very OEM looking. All right, a lot of this thing thumps in the rear. But the bass is really not my type of cup of tea, but it's nice to have, I guess. It's very nice and doesn't take up your whole trunk space. And again, hatchback, it really proves how functional this thing is as a commuter, even on the road trips. So we have 4 wheels tucked in here, 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. These are the OEM Ammonite wheels that he also gave me. Pretty good condition, a little bit curb rashing around, but overall good condition, doesn't leak. Has full on all seasons Conti DWS's all seasons for winter that he uses. So the car is packed, it's heavy. We have some aftermarket clean, brand new air filter, the cones, air filters for the interior. random stuff, brake fluid, stainless steel brake lines, all the stuff that he included in the sale. One thing I didn't know was the fact that for the R32s, if you have your front drill plate and you don't require a front plate, they give you this replacement aftermarket windshield wipers, refills, and that's it. LED illumination inside. He went ahead and did LED retrofitting for the dome lights, for the rear brake lights, reverse lights, I mean, and overall the footwell lighting. And I think that's it, right? I don't know what else I've missed. In terms of flaws, again, a couple of chips. He also included some a paint, the pens, right? The scratch fillers right there. He pointed out some of these, and a couple of scratches in the rear bumper. But I'm just glad, looking at the rear bumper, that right here, so right here, I'm just glad we're back in the center stacked exhaust. I like this better than the quad exhaust in the Mark 7 days or the Mark 8s. So overall, I'm very happy. Probably put it like, again, I'm gonna just do my type of modifications or tweaks to it, and overall I'm pretty much done with this one. So I'm very, again, I'm just very very content at the moment. This is an early Father's Day's present that my wife was like, she's like, just go ahead and just have your time. And here I am, just road tripping through Ohio yesterday. It was nice. It was a nice breeze, windows open. AC still runs cold and everything. So everything just feels familiar. And I'm glad to have a VR6 finally, a car with a 6-cylinder. And it's really, I'm not used to it. Such a small, and then he also had the struts replaced here. So it's nice, and it's nice to be back, and here it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I damn sure enjoyed this whole experience. Will I do it again? If I had this whole promise of picking up this thing and no disappointments, going exactly what the previous owner told me, then of course. Overall, this thing looks nice and it's gray. And yeah, I never thought I'll be picking up another used vehicle after that's 2000. But yeah, so I don't know what else to say besides signing off. Thank you for watching, and I'm back.